I've been living with my brother and his wife for a few years now. He's the one taking care of me, and I'm currently in the university, level 200. Last year, November, my brother came home with this woman who he introduced to his wife as our cousin. But I didn't know this woman. I've never met her before. My brother was celebrating his birthday and invited her too. At first, I didn't really think much of it. I knew we had a lot of family members I didn't know. During the celebration, I approached her and we started talking. I started talking about family and some things going on, and she had no idea what I was talking about at all. Something fishy was going on. I asked her the name of her parents and she mentioned some names for me. She was beginning to feel uncomfortable and she said she was just a distant cousin. When my brother saw us talking, he came over and pulled her away. I just felt something more was going on, so after the celebration, I approached my brother. When I asked him about this woman, he told me to mind my own business and asked me if I knew every single member of our family. I just shook my head no and walked away. I forgot all about it in a couple of days time. Then I was at home with my sister-in-law a week later when this woman came to the house. She said she was just passing by and wanted to say hi. We all started talking and she really started vibing well with my sister-in-law. By the time she left, she had taken her number and they looked like people who were going to become good friends. But something was just not sitting right with me. This woman was just dodging every question I asked about family. Anytime I asked her something family related, she would just bring something else up. After she left, she started calling my sister-in-law frequently. And even though she claimed she's my cousin, she didn't pay attention to me at all. Then she started coming over more frequently. Now, one day I was talking to my brother and I mentioned that our cousin has been coming over frequently to visit us. And he was like, what? When? And I told him she has become good friends with his wife. His face changed immediately and then he nodded and walked away. Later, I heard him having a heated conversation on the phone with someone. He was kind of warning the person to stay away. At this point, I just knew something more was going on, so I called my parents. I mentioned the woman's name and the name of her parents, but my parents had no idea who she was. And unlike me, they knew everyone, and our family was not even that big. So why would my brother bring this strange woman into our house and introduce her as our cousin when she's not? This woman stopped coming by for a while, but I knew she was still talking to my sister-in-law on the phone. Fast forward to December, we had a little Christmas party at home and this woman came again. And at this point, she has really become very close to my sister-in-law. They were laughing and talking about things I didn't even understand. My brother was just staring at them the whole time and I could see he felt uncomfortable. But he was the one who brought her to the party, and so I just didn't understand what was going on.